Finally, the WNBA has been silenced. Finally, the league that is incapable of shutting the hell up. They have suddenly lost their voice. If this is all it took to silence WNBA players, someone should have come up with this brilliant idea years ago. Imagine for a second that you are a make-believe basketball player in the WNBA dump. Before this season, where WNBA players are being vastly overpaid, you spent the majority of your career making minimum wage. You're living in a house on wheels because you can't afford one of those luxury houses that are built on a slab. For decades, you have been telling anyone willing to listen that your league features the best basketball players in the world. For decades, you have been trying to generate attention. You have been begging to be noticed. You've insinuated that the WNBA was just as good as the NBA. All of a sudden, someone comes along and they offer you a win-win proposition. This offer could prove once and for all that WNBA players are actually elite athletes. It would also solve the ongoing poverty problem in the WNBA dump. This Good Samaritan, this angel from heaven, they offer you $10 million to compete against a championship high school boys team in basketball. For the so-called professionals in the WNBA, this offer seems too good to be true. This offer should be accepted with no questions asked, right? If NBA players were given this same offer, not only would they accept it, they would pay for travel accommodations to get the high school team to the arena where NBA players would proceed to beat their ass in basketball. This game would be over by the end of the first quarter. But with WNBA players who actually received this generous offer from a Good Samaritan, they are choosing to reject the offer by exercising their right to remain silent. I wonder why. Since WNBA players and coaches have spent the last couple of weeks advocating for men and women's sports, the Good Samaritan Clay Travis, he decided to make them an offer they can't refuse. Check it out for yourself. As you can see, Clay Travis is offering $10 million to the Las Vegas Anonymous Faces. If they can beat a team of high school boys, the Anonymous Faces, they win $10 million. Now, keep in mind, the Anonymous Faces as a franchise, they only generated $33 million in revenue last season. That is not profit. That is gross revenue. My guess is this offer of $10 million, it is more money than the Las Vegas Aces franchise has profited in their existence. In one game, the Las Vegas Anonymous Faces, they have the opportunity to make $10 million, yet for some reason, they refuse to accept the offer. The league that embraces feminine masculinity is suddenly afraid of prepubescent masculinity. When you think about it, this would also be great for the networks. More than likely, this would be the most watched game in WNBA history. Maybe that's why Clay Travis amended his terms to make them more favorable to the WNBA. Instead of the WNBA having to select players from the Anonymous Faces in Las Vegas, which is a team that mostly consists of unknown role players, Clay Travis is giving the WNBA the opportunity to select their best pretend basketball players, or as the WNBA prefers to call them, our All-Stars. This means the WNBA can choose whoever they want. They can choose their best players, their most elite athletes. Caitlin Clark, Asia Wilson, in the interest of equity, in order to balance the scales of greatness to absolute suck, I'm sure the WNBA would choose Angel Reese to be on their team. Either way, the WNBA can choose their best players, the so-called best athletes, to compete against a championship-level high school boys team of Clay Travis's choosing. And still, the WNBA is choosing to remain silent. Obviously, this is never going to happen, and Clay Travis knows this will never happen, which is why he is willing to offer $10 million. Now, in fairness to the WNBA, this is not a win-win for them. This is more of a lose-lose. Not only would this destroy the WNBA's narrative that women can do anything men can do better, it would also expose the league and their substandard product. Once you put WNBA players against real basketball players, the WNBA will be exposed as a league of pretenders. The illusion will be revealed. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys later on the main channel.